Hey everybody, Wiesem here. I guess it's now probably Monday, October 28th. Sunday night technically to me, but here we are. We are almost caught up completely on these unboxings. It's been a long, tedious process these past 2 weeks. The game's officially been out 2 weeks now as of this Sunday, the 27th, which technically I still consider it to be. We just unboxed Series 3 Lava Bar for Eruptor. As you can see, he joins a long line of Eruptors. We got 5 total now. It's going to be a similar deal. This will actually be the 4th Chop Chop in terms, like your standard fare characters. We've got all of them strung out here at the foot of the pool table. Showcase those in a second. That said, I'm excited about this guy. Great timing for Halloween. He's part of the Wave 2 release. Series 3 Chop Chop, Twin Blade Chop Chop in this case. Something you will note, judging only by this artwork. What Chop Chop was known for, of course, is Undead Defender. He was the guy with the shield. He was the guy that you could take down a path that didn't really do some crazy damage or upgrade an attack. It went defensive. He's been around since the beginning, SSA days. Kind of unique always in that aspect. We've seen a few others, kind of have defensive paths since then, but he was really the originator and still the best known for that. Really cool detail on that artwork. You can see like the skulls and everything on his swords. Note he is Series 3, so we've got the rounded corner Series 3 denoted here on the label, and of course on the back side right there. Main thing you notice on the actual pose is just like the artwork. There is no shield here. Very weird not seeing Chop Chop with a shield, but look how menacing he looks with the twin blades. Really excited about this one. As you can see on the label, he's Undead element, obviously. Again, perfect timing for Halloween, makes a great gift. Right here, slogan, slice and dice. Coming around to the backside, Ninja Stealth Elf's in your hand. She's on the portal, she's in the game. It's that simple. Twin Blade Chop Chop Series 3, back and better than ever. All new Wow Pow. This is a big one. The all new Wow Pow here, increased level cap to 20. Check this out. Looks like they've taken Twin Blade Chop Chop down the Vampiric Warrior path. That's when you get the blades looking like that. So I'm assuming he probably has either charged it or just finished or something. His soul gem, which is called Dyson Slice. I'm sorry, the Wow Pow is called Dyson Slice. I'm actually really stoked for this one. Note, the featured characters here: Lightcore Starstrike, Lava Bar for Eruptor, Bumble Blast, and Slobbertooth. Check, check, check. That is because you can purchase Twin Blade Chop Chop and actually use him not only in Swap Force, but also in Giants and even in the original game Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. So, picked him up at Toys R Us. The price was $10.99. I got him on a buy one get one free, buy one get one 40% off sale. The buy one get one free would have been epic, but buy one get one 40% is probably about as good as it gets. If you missed out on that on Launch Week, the great news is that is back. It runs this week, Sunday, October 27th through Saturday, November 2nd. So take advantage of that one if you can. Stock on Series 2 Chop Chop, I have not had trouble locating him. That all could change. I would assume if there was going to be a problem prior to post-Black Friday, it would come now, around Halloween or something. But we'll go ahead and open him up. He should be taped, sadly. That is the case. If you want to keep these labels, for whatever reason, go ahead, just cut the tape there. It'll make your life much easier. I'm not too concerned about them, but you can see how easy it is to crush them, kind of make things not quite mint. What I like to do is bend this backside down, come in, there went the label. Now it's really easy. Come in, don't grab him by the sword or the head. You want to come in, get him by the base. That's a little hard to do on his because it's Undead, doesn't have the same wide profile. So what I like to do is get my hands there, and then if you see my thumb, I work that plastic down. He seems to be packed in there very well. But again, take your time. Do not resort to the swords. I doubt they would break, but they could. Just put a little effort into it. You will free him up. We'll take a good look at him here in a second. What we want to do now, and this is also kind of tough, take this tab, bend it down. That'll give you access to the card and sticker sheet. Slide those out without bending them if possible, and we are home free. Right back here is the sticker sheet. It's got the same artwork you see on the card in the box. Very menacing look there for Twin Blade Chop Chop. So you can see, name tag is correct. We've got a QR code here. Below that, a web code that you can use in the iOS mobile games. Stat card should add up to 320 here. We've got power 95 of 200, armor 130 of 200, agility 70 of 200, and luck 25 of 200. So that's going to put him at 200, 295, 320. 320 out of 800 for Twin Blade Chop Chop. Pretty much what we see with all the Wave 2 characters. We will stick that down now. And let's go ahead and take a look at this pose. Very menacing, like I said. Perfect timing for Halloween. If you were unaware, these skulls will actually glow in the dark. Give it a try. I think you'll enjoy it. Not going to be anything, you can't like read a book by it, but you can definitely tell they're kind of a cool effect if you were unaware. First thing we note, there is no shield here. Second thing we note, he looks angry, and he looks like he has just slain thousands of minions. He's got that same intricate detail, kind of the blue and the gold. Again, this is one of those cases I don't mind the gold. It looks pretty good. He's got the armor here. He's got the Archean helmet, of course. Got the shoulder pads going. Backside nicely detailed. Again, he's kind of nestled on that skull. Real highlight here, though, is the twin swords. You can actually see, I don't know if that's going to come into focus for us or not, but these actually look just like the package artwork. Those are skulls at the bottom. It's an undead elemental skull is really what that is. Again, I don't know how well you can see it in the video, but take my word for it. If you get Twin Blade Chop Chop or you get a chance to look at him in person, you will definitely appreciate that. It's got the nice detail there, the serrations going on. Intricate detail again here on the blade of the sword, just like we saw with Anchor's Away Gilgrunt on the actual anchor of all things. Right there inside his hand, you can actually see they've got the wrap for the sword. That is really good detail. You can see it here as well, inside the hand. You can see the bone structure, you can see the joints. I mean, he's just a really, really cool character. Again, probably doesn't get a lot of love. Me personally, I've kind of grown to really like Chop Chop. Particularly his Series 2 pose, I thought was really nicely done. We'll go ahead and get you up to date on his background story. Slogan or catchphrase is Slice and Dice, not to be confused with his Wow Pow, which is Dice and Slice. Not quite sure why they didn't just go ahead and call the Wow Pow Slice and Dice, but it is what it is. Chop Chop was once an elite warrior belonging to the ancient race of Archean beings. If you note, I've mentioned this countless times in the playthroughs, particularly Giants. We got into those Archean fortresses. They'd have all those statues carved on the side of the wall. They all looked just like Chop Chop. I tried to point little things like that out to you in the playthroughs. Like many of the Archeans, he was created from a hybrid of elements. In this case, undead, magic, and tech. Chop Chop is a relentless, highly skilled soldier who wields a sword and shield made of an indestructible metal. With the Archeans having vanished long ago, Chop Chop wandered Skylanders for centuries looking for his creators. Eventually he was found by Eon and recruited as a Skylander. So, very cool story in my opinion, and again, if you've played Giants recently, go back through some of those levels. You will see, I mean, these faces, the armor suits, they look just like Chop Chop, so very cool there. His Wow Pow, though, is Dice and Slice. This is the big draw to picking him up. Hold attack 1 to charge up dual sword mode, and then release to unleash a furious 2-sword attack. They claim it's going to be one of those deals where we have a meter pop up, it's going to take a while to charge up. You can actually move with him, though, so if, say, you're about to get hit by an enemy, greaser troll or something, you can actually, I guess, kind of evade it, let it charge up fully, and then come in and do that and obliterate them. I think they claim it's going to do pretty good damage. It's going to be kind of like a straight line attack. There's a lot of the Skylander moves, they theoretically you can like turn and do things, but it's really not that great of a response. It's kind of more geared towards if he wanted to come in here and take out Trigger Happy, you know, you'd want to have it lined up beforehand. You wouldn't want to try and like turn or something. That said, very nice repo. I'm really looking forward to that Wow Pow. Again, big thing here on the pose and the Wow Pow, it is not related to the shield. He's gone offensive here. I am probably going to take him down Vampiric Warrior. As you know, I like to do what relates best to the pose in most cases. There's no shield at all here, so I'm thinking Vampiric Warrior is the way I'll definitely go. That said, let's take a look at the evolution of Chop Chop here. The original guy that started it all. You see very much the same detail here. There's a little bit more pronounced features in this original pose. Of course, he's got the nice sword. It's relatively plain. It's like his base sword doesn't have these serrations and everything. Not near as aggressive. I guess it's somewhat aggressive. But here you see his shield. That was kind of like a first in Skylanders. Again, he was kind of like your defensive character of SSA, if you will. Cool thing about this Chop Chop pose, if you like it, is Legendary Chop Chop, also from SSA. Kind of got the blue and the gold going on. Legendary colors, got red for the eyes. Very menacing looking character. Then, from there, he was reposed yet again in Giants, his Series 2 pose. This is one of my favorite reposes to date still. Really big fan of this one. Why? Menacing pose, nice detail across the board. We have the upgraded shield, we have the upgraded sword. It's kind of like a 2-for-1 type deal. I think I remember saying it, really the only thing they could have done better on this one. You kind of see it like with Igniter's flaming sword, if they would have like somehow integrated that vampiric, you know, aura around the sword. Like the Vorpal blade, or I think it's like the Demon blade of the Underworld, I think was the last one. Would have been pretty dadgum cool. I thought they might do that with the repos. That said, 3 figures here. Again, personal favorite of mine right here, Series 2. You can tell by the orange base there, Skylanders Giants. That said, this is Series 3 Chop Chop. Very nicely done. The main thing, he's got the level cap at 20, the repulse, which is really cool. Biggest deal though, and this is a Wow Pow, it's not like Lava Bar for Rupture, just kind of tweaked up a little bit or something. This is truly a brand new deal, and I for one am very excited by it, so probably going to take him down Vampiric Warrior, just in the event it deals a little extra damage with Dice and Slice. Again, the Wow Pow is Dice and Slice, the slogan is Slice and Dice, probably going to get confusing, but all you have to do, you charge it up with attack 1 by holding down your primary, you're home free. Once it charges up, you just basically, it's a straight line deal, and hopefully it does some pretty good damage. I will have pictures of Series 3 Chop Chop along with his other 3 companions there. You can find those on the blog. I'll have the link at the top of the video description box, or you can head over to oneofwisdom.com and search the blog for it. Best thing you can do to stay up to date here on YouTube is subscribe. That way whenever I crank videos out, you'll be the first to know. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Chase McCain is hidden here. He's been hidden in all this recent crop of unboxings, which, by the way, all I have left to do now is Spyro. Mega Ram Spyro in this case. Got to go grab all his counterparts before we can do that. But I'm really excited again by his Wow Pow. I think the repose is awesome, and I am looking forward to checking it out in the Skylander Swap Force. So, questions, comments you can ask here on YouTube. Quicker response, I suggest you use the blog. As always, thanks for watching, and as Twin Blade Chop Chop would say, slice and dice.